The I-35 corridor is one of the primary freight and passenger vehicle corridors in the nation, where top House Democrats are calling for the resignation of New York Governor Andrew Cuomo. I'm live in Geronimo at the birthday celebration. I'm joined here with Mayor Leslie Mallow. Leslie, what can you tell us about what's going on here today? I'm live outside the Capitol, where the House just passed an appropriations package. The Supreme Court will decide this fall whether or not they will overturn the landmark Roe v. Wade decision. You're right, Hannah. It is OU Texas Week, and OU's ROTC is gearing up for their yearly trip to Dallas. Today marks 26 years since the bombing of the Alfred P. Murrah building in Oklahoma City, and the city came together this morning to remember the lives lost. Welcome back to OU Nightly. After recent deadly tornadoes in the southeast region of the country, meteorologists are wondering if this could be the sign of a growing trend. A federal judge in Texas rejects a challenge to invalidate drive-through votes collected in Harris County. A group of Republicans filed a petition to toss out nearly 130,000 votes in the heavily Democratic Houston area last Tuesday. U.S. military commanders are anticipating that President Trump will order troops to further withdraw from Afghanistan. It was supposed to be one and done. Now a major COVID-19 vaccine manufacturer says a booster shot is necessary. One year has passed since OSU student Rowdy Swanson, who was from Duncan, was killed in a bull riding accident in Mineral Wells, Texas. To honor his memory, Swanson's family organized the first annual Rowdy Swanson bull riding event, which was held at the Stevens County Fairgrounds in Duncan. The fairgrounds had vendor tables, concession stands serving Rowdy's favorites, and guest appearances from OSU's mascots.
This is what he would want to do. This is what he would want us to do. He don't want us to sit here and mourn for him. It's tough every day, but still, we want to keep his legacy going every day. We don't want this to die.
All of the proceeds from the event will go to a scholarship fund to help students get a degree from OSU and to join the rodeo team, just like Rowdy did.
You know, we're doing it for a good cause, and that's what it's all about, raising money for the scholarship.
But to Rowdy's father, he wishes that these events didn't have to happen.
Because I wished I had one more day with him. I know he's looking down on us today, and he's going, man, they're making me proud, because that's the kid he was. I mean, anytime you ever seen that boy, I mean, he had a smile on his face. When he walked in the room, he lit up the room, and that's just who he was. But, yeah, I wished I had him here. I mean, I wish we wasn't having to do this.
Both students and faculty hope that this podcast will help others learn from their experiences. Developing leadership skills is one of the main priorities of the Duncan High School Leadership Program. In order to further apply these skills, the program launched the Love to Lead podcast. A teacher and sponsor of the program, Savannah Bowers, has wanted to do something like this for years. She says that COVID got in the way last year, but this year, they thought it was time.
So this podcast, I thought, why don't we have teenagers talking about teenage issues and how to kind of handle those with grace, with positivity, like a leader would.
The podcast holds a special place in the students' hearts who want to help others through the troubles that they have faced.
I think that this podcast is very important because I've struggled with many things, and I think that being able to go through those experiences and now help other people is just going to be a blessing in disguise.
Bowers says that she is excited for the future of the podcast.
I try to tell them this every day, is that I am proud of them and I love them no matter what. And this is just like, it's one of the highlights of my career, getting to do this podcast. It's the first time anything like this has ever been done, and I just am so proud of them for the work that they're going to put into it, for how seriously they take it, and for how they promote it in the community.
The first episode of the podcast will be available next week, and at least 2 episodes will be released each month. You can find the Love to Lead podcast on Apple Podcasts and Spotify. Motorcyclists in Lawton set out on a Saturday afternoon ride for a good cause. The Lawton Toy and Poker Run, organized by the Lawton Coalition of Motorcyclists, raised funds for the Lawton Toy Run, which will take place in November. The Lawton Toy Run is an event where motorcyclists ride on a predetermined route through Lawton to raise money for the Lawton Food Bank and Toys for Tots. Participants paid either $20 a person or $30 for a couple and entered in raffles to win prizes.
And this is their big fundraiser, if you will, is to collect both food for the food bank here locally and toys for the Lawton Fire Department, and that those toys go to all the kids around the Lawton area, and I believe even some Southwest Oklahoma.
All of the proceeds from the event will go directly to the Lawton Toy Run. In addition to raising money, the event also provides an opportunity to bring together groups of motorcyclists under a common goal.
This is important because it gives back to our community. It brings all of our motorcycle clubs and everything together under one unity. They all work together, and like I said, it benefits the kids, it benefits the Lawton Food Bank, and it stays right here in the Lawton community.
Motorcyclists also hope that others will see the good that they bring to the community.
It's to give back to the community, to show folks that motorcyclists, are part of this community. A lot of us have all kinds of different jobs, and you find every different variety of group that participates in this. And it's a way, the LCOM is a way to bring all of those groups and everybody together.
Reporting from Lawton, Kaitlyn Deggs, 7 News.